The Olmec Colossal Heads, Mexico's 50-ton stone heads. Hey adventure hidden explorers. What if I told you that a lost civilization in the jungles of Mexico carved colossal 50-ton portraits of their kings and transported them dozens of miles, all without wheels or metal tools? If you're ready to explore one of the most powerful and baffling mysteries of the ancient world, hit that like button right now. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe to join our expeditions into history's most baffling enigmas. Intro. In the swampy, hot, and unforgiving jungles of the Gulf Coast of Mexico, a lost civilization emerged from the mists of prehistory. They were the Olmec, the mother culture of Mesoamerica, and they built the first great cities, invented the first forms of writing, and pioneered many of the artistic and religious traditions that would define the region for centuries. But their most enduring and baffling legacy is a series of monumental stone sculptures that defy all conventional logic. The Colossal Heads. Carved from enormous basalt boulders, each weighing up to 50 tons, these stunning portraits were transported from quarries dozens of miles away to their final resting places in the great Olmec cities. How could a civilization without the wheel or draft animals achieve such a monumental feat of engineering? Who were the powerful rulers immortalized in these silent, stone faces? And what tragic event led to their mysterious abandonment and mutilation? The secrets of the Olmec Colossal Heads are a journey into the heart of a truly impossible mystery. The story of the Olmec Colossal Heads begins with their stunning discovery, a find that rewrote the history books. If you're already questioning the very foundation of this story, make sure to subscribe to Adventure Hidden. We're about to dive into the alleged discovery and the details of this impossible artifact. Your support helps us separate fact from fiction. Chapter 1. The first discovery and a rewritten timeline. The first colossal head was not found by an archaeologist, but by a farmer. In 1862, a man working his fields in the region of Tres Zapotes in Veracruz, Mexico, uncovered a massive stone head, partially buried and covered in thick jungle overgrowth. He immediately recognized it as an incredible artifact, but it would be decades before the rest of the world would realize its true significance. It wasn't until 1938 that Matthew Sterling, an American archaeologist, began to excavate the site in Tres Zapotes. He and his team unearthed several more heads and a series of other monumental carvings. The scale and artistic sophistication of the carvings were astounding. They were clearly not Aztec or Maya, the civilizations that archaeologists had been studying for centuries. This was something older, something entirely new. The dating of the colossal heads was the real game changer. Carbon dating revealed that the Olmec civilization flourished between 1500 BC and 400 BC, predating the Aztecs and the Maya by over 1,000 years. The Olmec were the mother culture of Mesoamerica, the first great civilization in the region to build cities, develop a calendar, and master monumental art. The colossal heads were their most powerful statement, a silent, stone declaration that a new era had begun. But who were the faces on these heads? Chapter 2. The faces of power, kings, warriors, or both. To date, 17 colossal heads have been found at 4 different Olmec sites: San Lorenzo, La Venta, Tres Zapotes, and La Cabada. No two heads are alike. Each one is a unique, powerful, and individualized portrait. They are all wearing distinct headgear, often resembling a leather helmet with chin straps and decorative elements. Archaeologists and art historians believe that these are portraits of powerful Olmec rulers. The individuality of each face, the distinct features, and the imposing size all suggest that they were meant to be in homage to a specific, important person. Some researchers theorize that the heads were not just portraits of kings, but of war-jaguars, a mythical Olmec creature, or even ballplayers, as the helmets are similar to those worn during a Mesoamerican ballgame. However, the prevailing theory is that they represent powerful and distinct individuals who ruled the Olmec cities. The heads are not just a representation of power, but a direct link to the rulers themselves, their authority, and their ability to command the resources and manpower to create and move these monumental pieces of art. The creation of these heads was not a simple artistic act. It was a political statement, a declaration of divine right, and a testament to the might of the ruler who commissioned it. So, we have these incredible individualized portraits of Olmec rulers. But where did they come from? And how on earth were they moved? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And if you're enjoying this deep dive into one of history's most baffling enigmas, be sure to like this video and share it with fellow mystery hunters. Your support helps us continue to bring you these incredible stories. Chapter 3. The Quarry Mystery, the Impossible Journey. The biggest and most enduring mystery of the Olmec Colossal Heads is not how they were carved, but how they were moved. The stones are not native to the regions where they were found. The colossal heads at San Lorenzo, for example, were carved from basalt boulders sourced from the Tuxtla Mountains, over 60 miles away. This journey would have required moving a 50-ton stone through thick jungle, over rivers and across swamps, all without the aid of wheels or large draft animals. Archaeologists have spent decades trying to figure out the logistics of this incredible feat. There are several theories, none of which are fully accepted. The river raft theory. This is the most widely accepted theory. It suggests that the Olmec first moved the colossal heads from the quarries to the nearest riverbank. From there, they would have loaded the heads onto giant log rafts, floated them downstream, and then dragged them the rest of the way. This theory is supported by the fact that many of the Olmec cities are located near rivers. However, it doesn't account for the incredible difficulty of getting a 50-ton stone from the quarry to the river. The walking theory. Some researchers inspired by the oral traditions of the Rapa Nui of Easter Island have suggested that the Olmec may have walked the heads using ropes and manpower. By rocking the heads from side to side, they could have slowly shuffled them forward. This method would have been incredibly slow and labor-intensive, but it is a plausible solution for moving the stones on land. The greased sled theory. This theory proposes that the Olmec used greased sleds or rollers to drag the heads on land. This would have required hundreds of people and a meticulously prepared path, but it is a viable, if incredibly difficult, solution. The truth is, we don't have a definitive answer. There are no drawings, carvings, or archaeological evidence that shows us how the Olmec moved these stones. The colossal heads are a silent testament to a forgotten engineering genius that we have yet to fully understand. Chapter 4. The mutilation of the heads. Another fascinating and unsettling mystery is the destruction of the heads. Many of the heads show signs of being deliberately mutilated. They were toppled from their pedestals, rolled down hills, and some were even defaced. Archaeologists have several theories about this deliberate destruction. Ritualistic killing. Some believe that the destruction of the heads was a ritualistic act. In Olmec culture, the heads were seen as a representation of a living ruler. The toppling and defacing of the heads could have been a symbolic killing of the ruler after his death. Political vandalism. A more common theory is that the heads were defaced by a rival group or by the new ruler of an Olmec city. The destruction of the heads could have been a political statement, a way to erase the legacy of the previous ruler and assert the dominance of the new regime. Social upheaval. Some researchers believe that the destruction of the heads was a sign of a major social upheaval or rebellion within the Olmec society. The people may have risen up against their rulers and destroyed the symbols of their authority. The destruction of the heads remains a mystery, but it provides us with a fascinating glimpse into the political and social turmoil of the ancient Olmec world. Chapter 5. The unfinished legacy. The Olmec civilization, for all its genius, disappeared around 400 BC. The great cities were abandoned, and the silent, stone heads were left to the mercy of the jungle. Their legacy, however, lived on. The Olmec are considered the mother culture of Mesoamerica, and their influence can be seen in the art, religion, and political structures of the later civilizations, such as the Maya and the Aztec. The colossal heads are more than just a mystery. They are a profound reminder of the ambition, skill, and power of a lost civilization. They are a testament to the human spirit's ability to create monumental works of art in the face of impossible challenges. The silent, stone faces, half buried in the jungle, continue to challenge our understanding of ancient history, forcing us to ask, what other secrets are still waiting to be uncovered? Otro. From the first discovery to the final abandonment, the story of the Olmec Colossal Heads is a journey into the heart of an ancient enigma. These silent, stone faces, with their unique portraits and impossible origins, are a testament to the power and genius of a lost civilization. While we may never have all the answers, the mystery they represent is very, very real. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into one of the world's most captivating lost artifact legends. If the story of the Olmec Colossal Heads sparked your curiosity, please like this video and share it with fellow explorers of lost wonders. And for more thrilling journeys into hidden riches, ancient mysteries, and unsolved enigmas, don't forget to subscribe to Adventure Hidden. Until our next adventure, stay curious and keep searching for the truth.